Hello friends, my name is Emile, and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. This time take a look at the 1999 Mitsubishi Legnum VR-4 Type S. This car was requested by Juracer, and this is, if you can't already tell, the estate version of the Mitsubishi Galant. We have had a Galant out before. It did relatively well. Interested to see how the Legnum gets on. Of course, this one's running no racing mod. I've sort of, if you take a look at the request sheet, you can sort of see what Legnums are going to run racing mods and what aren't. I don't think many of them are, just because a lot of the racing mods are the same and a lot of them are quite ugly, so yeah. Anyways, four-wheel drive, 405 horsepower, fairly decent amount of torque. It does weigh quite a lot though, 1,397 kilos. Let's see how it gets on. Anyways, it is going to have 6 laps of the Motorsports Land tracks at the best time it possibly can. Currently there is a Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak Edition that's set time of 27.710. which the Legnum is unlikely to beat. Sort of interesting. I'm not really sure where the Legnum can place. We had a Subaru wagon out a little bit ago. That set a 30.3, something like that. It was around the 30s, so yeah, if this can get around the 30s, then it will have done itself proud. Where do I see it going? Probably 31s, maybe, because the Galants aren't quite as quick as the Legacies. They have a little bit more power, I believe, but they do weigh a fair bit more, so that's sort of your Galant versus Legacy. I personally would get the Legacies if you're actually buying cars in this game and want to be quick. But, you know, if you want the Mitsubishis, that's fine, because the Mitsubishis do look very cool. I do love the Galant, and I like the Legnum. I don't think it's quite as good looking as the Galant is, in all honesty. I'm not really a fan of this sort of unified tail light thing going on back here, with the name in it and everything. You know, each to their own, but not one of my favourite sort of styling aspects, I guess you could see. It's not a particularly great start for the Legnum, a 32.393. You can feel that weight. You really can feel that weight. You can also feel the fact the engine doesn't quite have enough power to really make enough of that weight, which is a little bit strange, I have to say, because you'd sort of think this would be reasonably enough for a car of this size. You know, it's got quite a fair bit of power, but yeah, not quite amazing amounts. 31.273, which is a better time. It's a lot better time, in fact. Still not quite what I was expecting from this car. You know, I was expecting quite a low 31. I guess that is a low-ish 31. But, you know, it's still got 3 more laps to set a good time, so maybe it will come good soon. I don't know, I think it might actually be a bit sort of slower to cut that corner there by the looks of it. Sort of the off-road escapade does kill a bit of your speed, which is not good. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice car to drive and everything. It just feels a little bit heavy, a little bit underpowered. I don't know if it's down to gear ratios, come to think of it though, because it just feels like it's off boost for quite a while, or it's not quite making the power that it probably should be. If I was in first gear, I could have easily kicked its arse and gone much quicker around there. Anyways, final lap. Let's see how well we do here. That's how well we're going to do here. I wish that barrier wasn't there, or was a little bit shorter, or was just a little bit less sort of kick your car into the traffic, because that's usually what can mess up a... I sort of like to mess up the last lap, or like a lap where I'm expecting a car to be quick. I like to mess that up beforehand, just because it does make things a little bit easier. You know, you sort of know whether a car's going to go any quicker or not. But 31.273 for the Legnum. It's about what I was expecting. Maybe I was expecting it to be a little bit quicker, but I honestly wasn't expecting much more than that. At the end, it is just a heavy car, which is its issue. So, yeah, not the best time. It's certainly not too terrible, though. It could have gone a little bit quicker. I don't think it would have gone into the sort of... It wouldn't have gone into the 30-second club, let's put it that way. Anyways, let's go see where it places on our leaderboard. On to the leaderboard then, and the Mitsubishi Legnum VR-4 Type S goes into 35th place with a 31.273, pretty decent time from that car considering. Beats out the Viper GTSR, R390 road car, Toyota Supra Castrol GT, losing out slightly to the Civic VTR, Peugeot 206 rally car, and the Viper RT10. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hot Lap Classic. As always, if you want to request cars for this series, you can do so in the comment section and go into the description for a full request list form. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.